Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. We got a quick news update for you. We got stuff on when the Christmas event's going to end and like when the Christmas tree is going to go away and how long you have for your events. Exactly when the fleet turns back on, as well as some new crafts that should help out quite a bit with the found and raid requirements of the hideout. So let's not waste any more time and get you up to speed. Okay, so BSG tweeted out this morning the in-game event Corvad will last until January 15th at 9 a.m. GMT. So what this boils down to is you have until Wednesday, January 15th at 1 a.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Eastern for North American folks, 9 a.m. in London, and 8 p.m. in Sydney the same day to complete these tasks. So January 15th is your day. This gives us, all of us, another week to do the Christmas quest or the Corvad event and get the achievement, craft the things in your tree, all that kind of stuff will still be there till then. Now, once the 15th rolls around, this is going to get rid of the Christmas decorations in your hideout and the Christmas tree, as well as the stuff around the map. But the snow should stay. BSG didn't implicitly say that anywhere, but last year the snow stayed for several months, part of the seasons, so I don't expect it to go anywhere or change at all. Now, as a nice bonus, we got a couple of crafts, new crafts, changes to crafts. Two new crafts, primarily the tool set and the working LCD. These two crafts are now in here. So everything, if you didn't know, that comes out of the hideout is found in raid when you craft it. So this helps for your tools, the lots of tool sets you need found in raid for the hideout, as well as the LCDs, which can be hard to find to do for some of your other stuff. Now, a lot of you people are, there is a barter for mechanic. It's almost the same. It's not exactly the same, but the barter is here for non-found in raid. It's a little bit easier. So if you're doing toolkits for, you need 5 of them on factory to repair things, 2 for one quest, 3 for another. And then if you need a tool set to actually do crafting itself as a tool, click the wrong button here. Like for example, the AP63 craft requires a tool set. It doesn't consume it, but it needs it. That can be non-found in raid. So the barter is a little bit cheaper because it doesn't require the ripstop. So just keep that in mind. The other craft we got is M61. This used to be M62. Before that, it was M61. Long story short, this used to be an M61 craft. It went away for a couple of wipes. Got switched to M62. They nerfed M61. It is back. It's down to 55 pen now. But they put the craft back on the workbench. It's workbench level 3, and it is locked behind wet job part 6. This seems kind of like a bit of a broken craft to me. It's going to be pretty accessible, and it's going to put M61 all over the place, which again is going to make things like MDRs and SA58s pretty powerful. I would be shocked if this doesn't get nerfed after they give another look at it. We'll see. Could be wrong about that. But there it is. M61 is back. Now, the last thing is the flea market. This is a rough time. I've seen some people say that the hours are a little bit off, or maybe some data miners got some exact times. But if you go to any item in your flea, you can right click and it'll say, if you go to add offers, it says access to flea offer placing will be opened in 21 hours as of making this video. That time is roughly Thursday the 9th in the morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. in London, and 5 a.m. AEDT in Sydney for our, but that's on the 10th for our time traveling friends down under. So for Australia folks, Pacific folks, that is 5 a.m. on the 10th, or it's the 9th for everybody else. Now, if everything holds true to what like PvE is right now, for example, PvE, the flea market is open and there was no level requirement to it, like level 15 or anything, it was just open. So you shouldn't have to get to level 15 or anything like that unless it changes. That could change. And PvE is also non-found in raid flea right now. So unless BSG changes things up, expect the flea market to be flooded with pretty much everything right away. Now, just based on what has happened in the past, there's going to be a huge initial spike. If you can wait as much as 12 hours or even a day or two, prices are going to get cheaper. So if you're trying to sell stuff, sell it right away. If you're trying to buy stuff, if you can put off a day or two, it will save you a lot of money. Things are just going to get cheaper every day as it goes. Now, if you're looking for some items to hang on to, I'm going to do a bigger video on this, but I can provide you guys a couple of suggestions here real quick. Things that are going to be worth lots of money. The first one, the biggest one, the easiest one to keep is going to be blue tape. There's a couple of reasons for this. It's used in a couple of crafts that you're going to need for the hideout. Things like corrugated hoses, and tool sets, but power cords, stuff like that play into play as well. It's also used in quite a few barters, so that makes it in demand for multiple reasons. So blue tapes are going to be worth a lot of money. Yes, they're common, but they are also going to be in high demand. So they are going to be a good item to hang on to sell if you're looking for some quick cash. After that, the next big thing that I keep telling people, if you can find them, is going to be drills. These are going to be used a lot of money as well because they craft into motors, which people need a ton of. Motors are still going to be worth quite a bit of money, maybe not as much as usual, but they could still be a bunch because they're required for the weapon case barter, and there's going to be lots of people looking to get weapon cases right away. Their inventories are full. If you've gotten tank batteries out, these are going to be worth a lot because people are going to be using them to craft into car batteries that they can use in their hideout. Sledgehammers also probably going to be worth quite a bit. And this isn't just because like you can't sell it for the people that need to break down their wall, but there are crafts that are going to need this, and people might be buying them up for that reason versus taking them out. So there's also barter that could push it up. It just kind of depends on what people want to do, because you do have this defender barter for them. I'm saving them. I could be wrong on it, but even if they're not, they're pretty much worth their weight to get out of raid anyways. I think they vendor for like 80 or 90,000, right? What is it? Let me go look here. Yeah, 83,000. So they'll be worth a lot. Now, Christmas balls. These have not been able to be sold on the flea market before. Regardless, they're just not sellable. So that might change. I wouldn't plan on it, so I wouldn't expect to see that. And then after that, pretty much any tool that is needed for the tool set, which again is the tape. You got pliers, measuring tape, blue tape, screwdriver, and then a wrench, which I don't know if I have one sitting around here, but the wrench, just the regular wrench, that is going to be needed as well. This wrench right here, and then cordura, probably because it is used in that craft for the tool set. Let me get to it real quick right here. Yeah, see, or I'm sorry, ripstop, not cordura, ripstop. So ripstop is going to be in kind of high demand right out the gate as well. Now, with the last couple of wipes and the way the economy went, I didn't do a lot of crafting videos. I didn't do a lot of loot videos because pretty much everything was just worth a ton of money. That could change. I'm going to keep a close eye on this for the first day or two. I'll try to have a guide out for you guys right away on, what is the best crafts to try to do to keep, the most going in your hideout or to save you the most money, as well as some of the better loot that maybe people are skipping over that maximizes how much money you can get out of your raid. But that's all I got. We'll wrap her up there. As always, shout out my music. Links down in the description. It's a Spotify playlist. It's free to listen to. It supports music creator. Doesn't cost you anything. It's good music too. If you are a creator yourself, big or small, it doesn't matter, and you want to use free music that you don't have to worry about getting copyright struck or DMCA takedown on, that's what it's there for. Partnered with Low Wave Records to make this music for the community, not just for us, but for the community as well. So all we ask that if you do that, you attribute us so people know where to find it if they like it, but it's free to use other than that. That's all I got. As always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget that like and subscribe button as it helps me out a ton. I wish you the best of luck in your raids and this crazy flea market that's about to happen, and we'll see you in Tarkov.